Start the mission, Joker.
Let's go!
Okay.
Roger that.
Here I come.
Let's do this!
It's my turn. It's a me. Persona 5 Tactica.
The train is en route to its destination.
Alright.
Please have patience while we wait for its arrival.
Time to play Tactica. So let's continue from where I left off.
You okay, man? Nerves still messing with you?
Well, yes, a bit. I'm worried that we're headed to the final showdown without certain details being sorted out.
I feel the same. There's still the question of Irina and this world itself. Not to mention the fact that we're not even sure what exactly it is we're going to fight.
I am not sure how much help I will be, but if you'd like, I can share with you what I know. Please be aware that this will involve a degree of speculation, but I should be able to provide some useful information. I too have been conducting investigations into the nature of Salmael's existence. What I have found suggests it is the materialization of an instinct which exists subconsciously in the human heart.
So, do you mean it's a sort of malevolent god, like Yaldabaoth?
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the god of control, who was born from a collective yearning for idleness, Salmael is, how should I put this? A universal instinct that's burdened man since the beginning of time. I don't want to be hurt. I don't want to suffer. I don't want to die. Man's innate desire of self-preservation is another way to put it.
Okay, I understand.
One might call it a material embodiment of this instinct, born from an ocean of human subconsciousness.
So, kind of like the personification of people's consciousness that goes, no, don't hurt me, right? When you put it that way, it doesn't sound so bad, but...
Perhaps it was the passage of time, or perhaps it was a change in the nature of the human soul. In any case, a transformation occurred for the purpose of keeping pain at bay. Whether you consider the battles one fights to assert their convictions, or the will driving them towards their fruition, it seems to think that all potential sources of pain ought to be eradicated. If there is anything that does differentiate it from the god of control, it is that Salmael believes it is protecting humanity by eliminating individuals with ideologies it deems threatening.
So, Salmael thinks it's protecting humanity, huh? Oh, good grief, that's one of the worst types to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
That means it'll do whatever it takes to destroy those it deems likely to cause people pain, correct?
The words and actions it has exhibited thus far would seem to suggest so.
Said damn, said damn salmon sounds strong. Yep, sure does.
Ah, crap. Now I'm confused again. So, in simpler terms...
In simple terms, his name is Salmon, and he wants to prevent people from experiencing pain, and that's it.
Well, this might not be perfectly accurate, but... Salmael's stated goal is to ensure that people don't get hurt or suffer. And in order to accomplish that, it came to the conclusion that any risk taken to fight for something is undesirable. Does that sound about right?
Furthermore, given our nature as humans, there will always be those who take a stand to initiate change. And that gives Salmael an endless supply of people to stamp out for having these dangerous ideas.
Dangerous ideas. In other words, they possess the will of revolution. A desire to take a stand against authority.
So, this time around, Toshiro fits the bill, huh?
That would seem to be the case.
Very taken by this drawing here. Could I give my opinion on it?
Maybe leave that for later.
That's the only thing he was focused on.
Now that we have a decent grasp on Salmael, what's next?
Well, got a decent grasp on salmon, so we need to decide how we're going to cook it. Are we going to fry it? Are we going to braise it? Bake it? What are we going to do? How are we going to season it? I suggest lemon pepper and garlic.
This place. It's a spiritual world ruled by Salmael. It was built using your cognition, Toshiro. In more succinct terms, this is a metaverse Salmael constructed to break your will. I have come to the conclusion that that is the most accurate way to describe it.
That seems like a lot of trouble just to take me out.
Under normal circumstances, it would have been able to erase your will simply by invading your mind.
Then deserve those luxuries, burn it to a crisp and add garlic sauce on it.
But a budding power to resist its domination had already taken root inside of you.
Power to resist? Oh, I get it. You mean a persona?
Precisely. The persona is an armor of rebellion, meant to resist those who would try to exert their influence over others. Like the Phantom Thieves, interfering with those who possess this power is no small task.
And you're saying this power of the will had started to take root in me as well?
It is quite plausible if there was something to trigger it.
Anything happened to you recently that rings a bell? Like, you ever think, I'm having a burst of willpower, baby?
That's quite a crude analogy. Oh!
So it did help you think of one.
It was the end of last year. As I told you before, I'd been undecided on whether to indict my father for his wrongdoings. And it was right around that time when you all hijacked the live TV broadcast.
Oh, that moment.
Here I was struggling to stand up to my father while you were boldly proclaiming your beliefs to the entire nation. When I thought about it that way, I felt inspired to show the same courage as you. As for what happened next, well, you already know that part.
It is still only a possibility, but a faint seed of power may have taken root within him then. Of course, a persona can be awakened in other ways, too.
I see. I think I'm starting to understand.
Agreed. In other words, with ordinary people, Salmael is able to invade their minds whenever it pleases.
Now, Bert, I got a task for you. Make your own persona. However, I get to name it. Your persona's name is going to be Queso. So make some abilities off of that. And how it looks.
But with Toshiro, the subtle emergence of a power to resist prevented it from interfering.
drawings are so, unique. I'm kind of at a loss here, but... yeah, that sounds about right.
Additionally, Toshiro-san being able to resist Samael's power meant he posed an even greater threat.
So it was willing to do whatever it took to snuff him out.
And the moment it made the decision to eradicate my will for social change, it created this place.
Yes. The metaverse we currently find ourselves in is called the Kingdoms. Salmael must have attempted to purge your will by using the memories which lay dormant in your heart.
Well, I never would have guessed there was a war being waged inside my own mind.
Like the Mexican word for cheese? Yes.
Even so, your subconscious was putting up a fight against Salmael's invasion from the very beginning. And amidst it all, it's very likely that's when you were born within Toshiro Kasukabe's spirit.
Me?
Just like Salmael used the individuals from Toshiro's memory as symbols of domination, there was another individual in Toshiro's heart who embodied the spirit of revolution.
Mary.
With your mind under attack, you subconsciously materialized Eri and entrusted your hope to her. This hope was the power of your persona, the thing that Salmael was trying to destroy before it fully formed.
So in effect, this is what you're saying, yes? Salmael created the kingdoms to try and quash the potential of Toshiro's power.
Look at his drawing. I should have taken a picture of the other drawings.
In response, Toshiro's heart created Arena as a symbol of revolution, the keeper of his power. So every battle the Rebel Corps fought was ultimately an effort to protect Toshiro's will.
Oh, not bad, Fox.
I can't let you take all the glory, can I?
What are you trying to prove to her anyways?
Things were looking pretty grim before the Phantom Thieves got here. So I'm not sure if I'd have lasted much longer.
You had only a fraction of power, but it was also very faint. It stands to reason that you would be unable to stave off Salmael's invasion on your own. However, no matter how persistently Salmael attacked, it was never able to completely wither out your will. Thus, hitting the limits of its patience, Salmael opted for a last resort. That is when it must have dragged the real Toshiro Kasukabe into this metaverse.
And it used my fiancé, my father, and my imposter.
Rose heart with Arena defending it, so it went for the throat instead.
Seriously? Down emotionally is some real sick stuff.
You got that right. For the people? Who's it kidding?
That didn't go according to plan either, did it?
No, it did not. Therefore, it would stand to reason that Salmael is also in a difficult position. The fact that it showed itself would seem to indicate the intention to settle things with its own hands.
Which means we're in for a head-to-head fight, right?
Yes, you have the general idea. I know we went through all this relatively quickly, but we will be arriving shortly. I will be happy to answer any more questions to the best of my ability after we arrive.
Thank you, Miss Lavenza. To put it plainly, the enemy is yet another nosy god wannabe. It's not going to be an easy fight, but when has that ever stopped the Phantom Thieves?
Pardon me, be arriving momentarily, everyone. Are all your preparations in order?
Hell yeah! Bring it on!
Would have liked to enjoy this pleasant train ride a bit longer, but I suppose that will have to wait until we clean up this mess.
Our morale couldn't be higher. Onwards!
No cause for concern, I see. Very well. I will take us right in.
Huh?
We have arrived safely. Please, watch your step getting off.
Excuse me, but is that what you call safe?
The world did 3 whole rotations.
I'm dizzy.
Sorry. Could I get a bag or something?
Ugh. Anyhow, looks like we made it to the enemy stronghold.
Do you think Samael's waiting up ahead?
Yes, but I wouldn't expect a warm reception. I would suggest going further only when amply prepared.
This is the final battle. Let's get the win and stop this nutcase for good.
Yeah. And I'll settle the score with my past once and...
You don't make it easy to have a cool exit, do you?
I like this song. This is a nice vibe.
By the look on your face, I take it there is still something on your mind. I am more than happy to shed some light on your understanding of the situation, if you would like. Of course. So what would you like to discuss first? As I told you before, this is the Velvet Room, but with an altered appearance. The appearance of the Velvet Room will change depending on the visitor's state of mind. But typically, once an appearance has been determined, a second transformation should not be possible. Therefore, I believe this world and Salmael are responsible for the current aberration from the norm.
Is this related to what you said before? About the room being unstable?
Salmael is an entity that specializes in rooting out threatening ideologies within humanity. In other words, the ability to counteract is presumably one of its strengths. However, nullifying either one entirely seems to have been beyond its means. Furthermore, because the Velvet Room regained its form from within a state of limbo, I presume its current appearance is only temporary. to assume so. Between the interference of Salmael, the growth of your own heart, and the will of Toshiro Kasukabe, the present appearance is likely the result of these irregularities happening all at once.
That makes sense. Well, at any rate, having this train has been a major convenience. For now, let's just be grateful for it.
Is there anything else you wish to ask me?
Oh, so you made a... Okay, hold on. It'll be the knight with creamy white armor and the texture of cheese. It'll have 3 small horns on its helmet, obviously with a cape. It uses a sword and shield with a lion design on its shield. His powers would be almighty powers with Heat Riser, Debilitate, Charge, Concentrate, and Warful Blade because it is a cheese persona. So expect some form of cheese to the opponents. Alright, well done. Okay. Pretty simple design. And that sounds cool. Okay. So yeah, you should post that in the original characters channel. So that's what Queso would look like, huh? Pretty cool. You could just make it, you could make the title like the God of Cheese or something, or Lord of Cheese, whichever way. It should have its own unique move too. You know, with something to do with cheese. You know, maybe it like binds people or something. It has to have some sort of special status effect. That'd be good too. Or you can have it to where if you hit somebody, okay, if you hit somebody with an AoE move from this, you know, particular persona, then it will bind them together and it'll make it so every attack that hits them will be AoE. And what I mean is like the cheese that that they get binded with, it'll stick them together, and so it'll always be AoE damage for as long as the effect lasts. So even if you use like a single target attack, it'll be multi-target if they're bound with cheese. That would be really cool. I still remember when I made my own persona, and the element that I made was what was it, Senso? Yeah. And it was funny because I named it after that toothpaste, you know, the sensitive toothpaste, Sensodyne. Yeah. Freaking hilarious. I still think that's a badass persona though, and ability. Cause I think what I did with it was I think it makes you, does it make you weak to all ailments or something like that? I think it was something along those lines. I'll have to look at it again.
Salmael was the entity responsible for creating this world in Toshiro Kasukabe's heart. This much I told you already, correct?
What was going on with Marie and all the Legionnaires? How'd they actually come to be? Because they didn't seem like shadows to me.
Those who reigned as rulers were created from memories and images. They were idols Salmael conjured for the purpose of emotionally cornering Toshiro Kasukabe. I believe you have all witnessed an entity being born from an unintentional breakdown of cognition before?
You mean from Futaba's palace, right? The cognitive form of her mother.
Okay.
In actuality, They were fragments of Salmael's own existence, with the visual appearances of their real-world selves.
So all that time, they were treating Toshiro like their plaything, when they were the actual puppets all along, huh? Wait, does that mean the Legionnaires were this way too?
Yes, but unlike their rulers, it seems like Salmael used shadows that were drifting in the subconscious sea. And in order to force those shadows to submit to its will, it absorbed them. The power crystals that appeared when the Legionnaires were defeated were likely remnants of this process. Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Okay. Now I'm understanding more about this world and everything.
Extremely rare one. A cognitive presence, a persona, a shadow.
Yeah, she's all three.
It may be best to think of her as a being that shares attributes with all.
Meaning...
Toshiro Kasukabe created Irina when his will and the power within his heart were struggling to be heard. She was the embodiment of Toshiro's feelings of hope, revolution, and resistance.
When you describe it like that, she sure does sound a lot like a cognitive being.
Subconsciously, Toshiro entrusted her with his power, the seed of a persona, figuratively speaking.
Okay. So yeah, an extremely rare case of a cognitive being being entrusted with this seed, and it turned into a persona as well. Because usually the shadow is the one that becomes a persona once you confront it.
One could say that while in this state, she was a cognitive being with an inner persona. Typically, personas and shadows are two sides of the same coin.
Right.
And the entity known as Irina carried the light and darkness of Toshiro's heart.
So, she was born from cognition, but she's also Toshiro's persona. Which would explain why Irina's still herself even after she awakened to her power.
Furthermore, even though this area may have been conquered, a portion of it remains connected to people's hearts. A possibility remains that the events that took place here had a subconscious effect on the real Eri Natsuhara's heart.
Okay. That's curious, because I do wonder how the real Eri is affected by all of this, if at all.
No. But, again, this is all speculation on an exceptional circumstance, and exclusive to this specific situation. It would be disingenuous of me to go on about theories I cannot substantiate.
Okay.
Is there anything else you wish to discuss?
Thank you very much, Miss Lavenza. I feel like it's all making a lot more sense to me now.
Well, if I was able to be of assistance, then I could not ask for anything more. Now then, this is as far as the train can take you. Please proceed on your own from here, and good luck facing Salmael. Fortunately, despite the change in appearance, the Velvet Room has retained its usual functions. I shall be able to assist you with persona fusions and the like whenever necessary.
That's a huge help, Miss Lavenza. What would we do without you? Okay, I say we'd better prep for battle before moving out.
Oh, wait. I ain't gonna do that.
The awakening of a new Now then,
But
make your decision.
Garuda. Bum, 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 bum. Oh yeah, I remember this one. Oh, she has Megidola? Cool. Garuda. Actually, you know what? I should fuse him. He would be quite helpful.
Now
Special
then,
fusion?
make your decision.
Is that bugs? Oh, by the way, did you see in the last stream I have the ability to fuse him now? Koryu. Oh yeah, the dragon. He's a very powerful one. The Suki, yeah, him too. Where's Bale? Oh, there's Lucifer right there. Ongil Key? Damn, he's level 92. Oh, Metatron. Guido Laon. Is it peaks up? Oh, there's Yoshitsune. Oh. So I need Yado Garasu and Futsunushi. Okay. Oh, Michael. Asura? I don't think I've seen you before. Chiyu. I think Chiyu is the strongest of the strength archetype. Very nice.
What would you like to do? Would you like to look at the Persona Compendium? Do
Yes,
you
I
wish
would.
to register a persona? And please take a look.
Well,
Please read this.
is it time to use some DLC? Oh wait, hold on, Alberto. Oh yeah, look who this is. Lasagna no Okami Pika Cross. It was so hilarious when I came up with that earlier. And that's what I'm gonna call him from now on. Lasagna no Okami Pika Cross. Raul. Thanatos.
Please read
Asterius.
this. You wish to withdraw. One moment, please.
Yep, I will take you. Give me the DLC. Give me DLC. Thanatos.
Please read this. You wish to withdraw. One moment,
Wait,
please.
recovers 20% of HP as we add to defeat. That's busted. You know what?
Please,
Fuck it.
you wish to
I'm just
withdraw
gonna get all the
persona?
DLC.
One moment, please.
Give me Raul. Give me Messiah.
Please read this. You wish to withdraw. One moment, please.
And give me Lasagna no Okami Pika Cross.
Please read this. You wish to withdraw. One moment, please.
I've added a unique move to Queso. You can check right now. Okay. Traits. Hidden AoE move makes them bind it with cheese. Any move, regardless if there is a single targeted move or not, it will connect if the status effect is on. Okay, unique move, 180 HP. Queso raises his sword to the sun, causing the sword to have a melting effect. He slashes at all foes with severe physical damage and always inflicts burn, except those who nullify / repel fire. The stacks / starts with a special trait, making a clear strategy to start out with this move to burn and bind your opponent. Oh, okay. So he gets some of his ability from sunlight as well. So he has like fire, and then he has a little special effect by binding. Cool. Wow. Melted cheese. That's brilliant, actually. I'm glad I came up with that little idea on the spot like that. So now you got you a cool little character.
Are you finished? What would you like to do? Which persona will you choose?
Greatly restores HP and SP at the end of each turn. I mean, I don't need anything else if I have that. It has to be busted? Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Quit Lasagna no Okami Pika Cross.
What would you like to do? What would you like to do? Well then,
I'll figure out the rest. I'm telling you, I'm gonna keep calling it that no matter what.
Alright, so now there's... Until next time. I've got some new products available. Please, take your time.
Okay, now. Alright, I really should upgrade my guns now. Wait. RI pistol? Oh my, that's brilliant. Cositis? I think that's always a good one. Alright, let me just get the strongest one. The range is 8, which they ain't bad.
You have a good eye.
Let's see. How did I make these weapons? Was it from demons? I'm not sure.
Alright, here you go.
Or personas, rather.
What would you like?
Yeah, RI pistol. Yeah, that shit is great.
Everything good? Thanks for your purchase.
Yeah, put that.
Make sure you're well prepared.
Range is 7.
You have a good eye. Alright, here you go. Please, take your time.
Range is 5.
Everything good? Thanks for your purchase. What would you like?
87. Damn.
You have a good... Alright, here you go.
Damn, am I gonna have enough? Damn, there's a Kuma in that wild cannon.
Please, take your time.
Wait, what you looking at?
Make sure you're well prepared.
Oh, Rage of Diva, yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be the
Take
best
your
one.
time. Make sure you're well
Let's see,
prepared.
Yusuke. What do we got? Okay, 9, 11. I really like the range on the, in the second ones there.
Everything good? Thanks for your purchase.
But I want to just get the strongest ones.
What would you like?
Twilight. Oh, that's badass. Not the books, but, with that name, yes.
You have a good eye. All right, here you go.
Oh,
Please,
okay.
take your
I got
time.
just enough. 1/10? Damn! That series overrated, yeah. Well, you know what? After we found out she was a Persona, it does make sense that her guns are the strongest, especially with the way it looks. 110.
Everything good? Thanks
Sheesh.
for your purchase.
Yeah, I'll take that. All right, cool. Everybody got upgraded
Come back
guns.
soon.
Okay, now for skills. Okay, I don't think I can do anything else right now. Yeah, get this one to Ryuji. Yeah, because look at it gives you Auto Mataru. Hey, look at that, all DLC. Isn't that nice? No. Regenerate 3. Oh, I could upgrade. Since Makoto is my favorite. Let's give her that one. And then Haru. There you go. Oh, look at that. Everybody got a little something. Oh, that is nice.
I should write that down.
In P5 Royal, I specifically avoided using DLC because I didn't want the game to be too easy. But if I were to do a subsequent playthrough, then I'll probably rock all the DLC, just to, blitz through it for fun. Because I played through the games, legit a couple of times. Or was it 3 times? I think it was 3 times. So it's like, yeah, I think I can do the DLC. this stream is just about prep work. I don't know if I'm gonna actually play and do like any maps or anything. But, so I got everybody's personas equipped. I think we're good to go. We can just do the party here. Oh, Ryuji's health is 444. Cool. Let's do Morgana. Yeah, Makoto. And that should be the same for Metaphor eventually. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so before I switch over to Spider-Man, anything else? Anything else I should talk about? I really like this song. Yeah, I need to find this song and post it. Unless you're able to find it, Alberto. The song's a nice vibe. Yeah. All those years ago, I picked up SMT4 from a GameStop. Had no idea what I was getting myself into, but it looked really cool. Gave it a shot. I died pretty much against the first enemy or something like that. Kept dying. Yep, kept dying against random encounters, bosses. Then eventually, well, I freaking used that action replay in order to make things a lot easier for me. Yeah. It was just like... Now, as far as like, you know, what I did with the action replay in order to make my experience, you know, different, I think the main thing I did was just I maxed out my money and my ability points, just so I can give myself more of a fair shot. That's what I did. Because grinding for you know, ability points and all that shit, that was tedious as fuck. I did not want to do that. I was like, oh no, especially when I kept dying all the damn time. So I adjusted those things, you know, and it made my playthrough like normal. at least what I thought would be normal. It's like, why the fuck do I need to grind for all these little points just to get like, you know, something that would make things a little bit easier for me? It's like, no, let me unlock all this shit right now. So yeah, I did that, had the maximum amount of money. Yeah, I think I did that too. Yeah, and I think that was about it. Oh, now I didn't alter like my stats or anything. Honestly, I didn't alter that stuff until like late game. Like literally against the final bosses and shit. Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, I really need to beat this, and yeah. it was a very long game. So you know, I got to like the final bosses and shit, and yeah, I alter my stats that way I can breeze through everything. Cause that shit was ridiculous. Now I ain't gonna do that for cause I still have Apocalypse. Yeah, I got 4 Apocalypse, and now unfortunately I cannot use my action replay on that because it's a digital copy. I can only do it for physical copies. So yeah, I can't alter that one. So I had to play through that one exactly as intended. Well, which is fine. And then, let's see. Oh, there was another game I had altered with action replay. That would be Atrian Odyssey 4, which I actually had got that at the same time as SMT4. Yeah, and now that game is just that game is bullshit. bro, like the fucking enemies are hard as hell to beat. And I think even when I altered shit in Atrian Odyssey 4, I think I was still struggling. I was like, what the fuck? How hard is this game? So now that game I never like actually got back to playing. I played it for a little while, but then I just kind of stopped. I was like, I don't know about this. That game is a huge grind, just like S&T. But I think that game will probably take me longer though. I found it. It took a while. Oh, okay, cool. But yeah, Atrian Odyssey. I don't know if I ever get back to playing that. I don't know. But anyway, so I was mentioning SMT4, and then that led to me playing Persona 5. Well, that along with me seeing Persona for the first time. But I saw P4A. Yeah. Saw P4A in college, actually. Saw that for the first time. I was like, oh, what's this? This looks cool. So I saw people playing it. Had no idea what it was. And then eventually when I got SMT4, then one thing led to another. I got Persona 5 and I tried it out. And well, you already know what happened from there. This is where I'm at now. now I'm playing a fucking a spin-off game, a tactical game. Played through the vanilla version, played through Royal like 2 times. Yep. Played through Strikers. And now I'm on this. Oh, and then of course I got P4AU. Had to get that game after seeing it so many years ago. Now that I've actually played it, pretty fun. Only thing is, I would have more incentive to play it if more people actually were on it. If it wasn't just, all sweats all the damn time, or just completely dead, I would have more incentive to actually play it. I mean, I probably could find people to play with if I would join a Discord, but I don't feel like joining no fucking Discords or nothing. I ain't the type of person to just, hop to random Discord just to fucking find matches. It ain't like I've never done it before, but it's like, I'm not interested. So, I don't want to do all of that. Game is dead, unfortunately. Yeah, that's why we need P5A. All the sweats are on a dead game server besides the official ones like GBVSR. Yeah. Yep, so. Oh, I forgot other games that I've played in relation to P5. P5D. Now that's one hell of an experience too. Gotta love my rhythm games. I think overall my discovery of different games has been extremely fascinating. I love how I've been led to different things with just the natural way that I, find games and just stumble across stuff. Like how I found AI the Somnium Files. I found that within a YouTube comment because somebody was, they were just praising the series, like, oh man, this game is so good and so underrated. I was like, oh, and then I just took note of it and checked into it, and then I ended up buying it. Then the game was absolute fucking peak. So, and then Danganronpa, I had found out about that back in college as well, because there was this dude I used to talk to. He was in a history class that I took. Yeah, it was Civil War actually. So in the Civil War class, I met this dude, and we had talked about like anime and games and stuff like that. And he was also the one that let me try Mochi for the first time. And I actually really liked it. So mochi is good. But anyway, so he told me about Danganronpa. I was like, oh, that sounds crazy. And I never forgot about that. So when I ended up getting it for myself, I was like, oh yeah, he's the one that told me about this. And then, well, that also brought us a lot of peak on stream. So I try to keep track of a lot of things that I hear in passing, or I stumble across, and I try to make a note of it. Eventually, I might, try to delve into it, and usually I do. So yeah, I'm very open to discovering new things. That's just in my nature, and I'm very adventurous. If I hear about something and I like the sound of it, I'll give it a try. But in some cases, even if I'm not certain about something, or even if I don't like it at first, my perceptions can change. That's another thing too. Like I didn't have any interest in playing Minecraft, but then later on when I actually tried it for myself, I actually ended up liking it. Now, granted, I haven't played that shit in like, what? It's been like years now or something? I don't know, it's been a long time since I actually touched it. But I still really like it though. It's cool. But yeah, there's a bunch of games that I've tried, end up really liking. So there's not really anything that I would, instantly count out necessarily. I'd be willing to try pretty much whatever. Let's see. Getting to platinum that game was both fun and tedious. P5 is magical, even though it's the most popular in the franchise. Yeah, it sure is. Fuck Mono Kuman. Yep. Can't believe we'll have that experience again in 2 years. Yeah. Oh wait, no, with 2 in next year. Okay, now you talking with the new version of 2. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder what's gonna be different about it. Yeah, they said new victims and everything, new blackens, so that's cool. Yeah, so I wonder what that's gonna look like. So that means that we don't know what to expect. Is it possible that that Mikan is gonna be a survivor? I don't know. Wait. No, there's something very important. Alberto? Wait, if it's doing new victims and new killers of 2, that means Sonya might be the mastermind, like I said. Hey, maybe after all this time they'll finally prove me right. Sonya's gonna be the mastermind. You heard it here first. I knew I wasn't wrong. I swear she's the mastermind. I'll be pissed. I'll be so fucking happy. I told you she was a mastermind. I knew it. Imagine if they kill off Hajime or Nagito. Is extremely unlucky and fails the Russian roulette. Ooh. He said, is Fat Byakuya actually going to live? That would be funny. Yeah, the ultimate imposter. You know what? I really can't wait for the new version of 2. I really hope that Sonya is the mastermind. Now watch it be Teru Teru. Bruh. I don't think, no matter how you try to alter it, I don't think Teru Teru has the ability to be the mastermind. He might be a survivor, maybe. But we'll have to see about that. I'm extremely hoping Chiaki actually lives. Yeah, that would be nice. I hope that Peko, I hope that she lives as well. I really like Peko. Like, she was a little ultimate swordsman. That's like, that shit was fucking cool. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, Fuyuhiko though. Now I can believe Fuyuhiko being one of the Blackened. So I think he was actually, and you know what? In the original story, he was going to be one of the Blackened. You know, he was going to be one of the Blackened, but Peko is the one that did it. You know, it was basically, acted under his orders, so he couldn't be held responsible for it. But then after that, he turned over a new leaf. I think that's how it went. Then that means baby Yakuza is gonna die? Yeah? Maybe Pekka won't be there at a certain point and he actually gets away with it against someone else? Possibly. I don't know. They just might do this in a way to where it flips the original story on its head. And we're really not gonna know, really not gonna know who's gonna be the killer or not. Now, I wonder if they're going to do a V3 and switch up the main protagonist. You still gotta... I really wish I could have been able to stream V3. You know, I'm talking about not just chapter 1, like the whole thing. Because I played through the whole thing and that shit was insane. I can't spoil it for you, but, you know, if I was able to play through the whole thing, oh man. There's so many fucking moments, bro. Exactly, and that's why I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, me too. It would be nice if they also made a rain code too. I'd love to play more of that. And I don't know how good of a reception Rain Code received. But that was a really good game though. That was a really good game. Cause I don't think I've really seen people even talk about it. So, you know, maybe it wasn't so popular. Who knows? But it was received very well. Oh, okay, that's good. That's good. Yeah, would be nice to get a second game. Man, everything that happened in that game. Whew, man. Would be nice to, what other game would I want to see? Damn, what was another one? AI3 for PlayStation? Yeah. Yeah, I would love that. I would have to buy it, you know. You know, there's a lot of people that talked about Nirvana Initiative. They say that it wasn't as strong as the first one. I can't say I agree with that. I thought both games were amazing. What the fuck are they talking about? I don't know, man. I thought both games were incredible. So, hey, they got their fans on that, but both of the games were fucking batshit crazy. I still love the QR videos. Yeah, you can look those up and and it takes you to the actual fucking video on YouTube. Because when we first saw those, it was like, hold on, can you actually get to a fucking video with that? And I was like, oh no, they goated for that shit. You know, it definitely makes it feel like, you know, all that was real. So I really appreciate that little detail. Damn, I really like this song. Wait, how long have I been in here? What, like 20 or 30 minutes or something like that? Shit, this song is nice. And it all happened 6 years ago? Right. Yeah, if you flip AI upside down, it looks like the Roman numeral 6. I didn't even think about that. Man, it's crazy that I'm broke now in Tactica here. Spent all that money for them guns. I do wish I were able to get like some guns that have the same effects, to where I get a 20% chance of causing a certain ailment. That would be real nice, but along with the new strength. And I don't know where I would get more of those guns from. I would have to look at Lavenza's lineup, and I'll probably have to use like, you know, personas and whatnot. Because I think I was kind of looking in the last stream, and I was seeing like, oh, well, I can get a gun with despair, but instead of a 20% chance like the original one I had, it'll be 10%. So I'll still have, you know, some sort of ailment, but it'll be stronger. So I was like, that's cool. But then it was asking me to use certain material, you know, like my DLC persona. I was like, no, I can't do that. That's a no-go. So maybe I can do it with other personas with that same attribute. Because I don't remember how it works exactly, but I think that's how I can do it. And then if I could make a strong weapon, you know, like that, that'd be cool. Saito a bitch for real. He was gonna randomly say that about him. What you mean? But he's the best dancer in AI. Did you see him bust those moves out though? Well, I think I've had enough fun chatting away. Okay, yeah, that was pretty nice. He also had a mind-blowing moment. Of course, she had to say that. Alright, I think that's enough for this stream. Thanks for watching, y'all. Yeah, this was fun. So next time I play this, I'll continue, and more than likely I'll probably beat it. So we shall see what happens. Well, see y'all in the next stream. It's gonna be Spider-Man 2.